Alright. Okay, welcome. We are gonna be playing Megaman X2. This game is pretty special to me. It's a game I've played for a very long time. Hang on, this is my first time doing it on the PS4 version. So gotta let's do, cause this screen is already kind of like the border though. So okay. Alright, so I'm gonna explain a little bit of the story as we go. The cutscenes do it too, but pretty much we beat Sigma in the first Mega Man X game, or at least we thought we did. So right now X and a bunch of other Maverick hunters are going to stop the last remaining Mavericks that are held up in this robot factory. But secretly, there are three super Mavericks called the X Hunters. They're the guys on the right side over there that have a specific job to hunt down and kill X. So that is pretty much the main story of this game. I feel like not a lot of people talk about X2 specifically, even though I think, personally, I think it's a lot better than the first one. The first one is already like a best game of all time, but this one I think is just even better. Like the bosses, the levels, the music, I just think it's all just like a step above. Alright, so I'm gonna be doing some cool stuff during this run. Hopefully I still remember everything. Hopefully I still know all the tricks. Like this first one, we can actually move a little bit earlier than we're supposed to. I used to be able to slide past these all the time, but ugh. Yeah, totally rusty, but oops, yeah, definitely rusty. Usually jump over that. Hopefully I'll get it back soon enough. Maybe I should use the D-pad for this game. Still got through it relatively quickly though. And here's the first mini-boss, this giant robot. Despite the size, he's pathetically easy. Couple charge shots and he'll be dead. Alright, so we now view the X Hunters who have some sort of camera on X right now. We are gonna run into these guys a little later. We'll have to find them eventually at some point, but I'll go into a bit more detail later on. So there's some sort of collection going on. We'll figure out what that is in a little bit. Alright, so we've got 8 new Mavericks to fight. Wire Sponge, Morph Moth, Flame Stag, Magna Centipede, Crystal Snail, Wheel Gator, Bubble Crab, and Overdrive Ostrich. I usually go for like Wire Sponge or Flame Stag first. I think I mostly go to Flame Stag first, so we'll do that. Alright. So you can hop on this thing. Got hit during it. Like I said, completely rusty. And get this E-Tank. Oops. Supposed to dash jump there, but that's okay. Now this next part's fun. We have to outrun a volcano. And if you're fast enough, you can get that heart tank. Ooh! Almost slipped up there. Alright. Now this climb is, ugh. Yeah, this is where you can definitely tell that I need some more practice, because speedrunners usually blow through this part like it's nobody's business. It's amazing to see. I'll get there eventually, but for now, we'll just have to deal with slightly fast. And mostly the main hindrance are those flying bugs. But that's the entire stage, so now we're on to Flame Stack. Now this guy's not too tough. Hopefully I didn't just jinx it, but I'm pretty sure I remember how to kill him quite easily. Oops, ran right into him that time. Ooh, watch out. I forgot he did that. I remember I used to be able to keep him stuck in this, like, loop, but don't really remember. Alright, kinda surviving by the skin of my teeth here, but I think we'll be good. Yep. Alright, so that's the first one down. I'm trying to remember who I usually go for after this. I think it was usually Wire Sponge. I used to have an order that pretty much had no revisits. I gotta remember what that order was. I think I wrote it down somewhere. Pretty well hidden secret right here. There's a heart tank. Alright, so this stage is all about weather control. Pretty much it's just, sometimes it's hot, sometimes it'll rain, and the rain will, like, push you back a little bit. Now, we could go through this hard platforming section, but nobody wants to do that, so we're just gonna wall jump up here. Let me just grab that life, just because. Never know. And this E-Tank. Alright. Alright, I think I want to break this just because I don't want to deal with the rain. Oops. Yeah, these things latch onto you, they're annoying. There we go. Oops. Whew! Almost died there. Alright, now a cool thing about Wire Sponge, who we're about to fight in a second, is that if you kill him with his weakness, the Sonic Slicer, which we'll get soon, you can cut him in half, which is pretty cool. I'll try to do it when we fight him a second time, because this is a Mega Man game, so of course we're gonna fight him a second time. Now, he's pretty easy, unless you screw up, because he can do some pretty good damage if you screw up. So, let's try not to do that. He has these little, like, tendrils that shoot at your location. They're not too hard to deal with, they're just annoying. He seems to want to be doing this the whole time. Ooh, watch out for that. Alright, after I get this next hit, he's gonna get angry, and then he's gonna try this little trick that he does. Yeah, he gets all pissed, but all you gotta do is really just stand right next to him, and you'll be completely fine. Alright. Alright, 2 down, 6 to go. Alright. So, after you beat 2 Mavericks, the X-Hunters decide to make their move. Alright, so now X is talking to Dr. Kane. This isn't explained in the first game, as Dr. Kane doesn't show up, but Dr. Kane is the person who found Mega Man X in his capsule after he was in there for like 30 years. He pretty much just tells them about the X-Hunters, because the X-Hunters have contacted Hunter Base. So they tell us they have all of Zero's parts. For those who are not aware, Zero was tragically killed in the first game. So they have the parts to him, and they're going to revive him and make him an evil slave if we don't get his parts. Quick spoilers though, we're not gonna save Zero because pretty much the X-Hunters just showed up on the map, and you can go to the stages they're hiding in to catch them and get Zero's parts. They're kind of annoying to fight though, and we're gonna fight them eventually, and if we do get them all, you pretty much save Zero, and Zero shows up at the end to help you out a little bit, but you miss out on this really cool X and Zero fight, and who wants to miss out on that? So next we're going to Wheelgator. This stage is pretty fun. We have a whole dinosaur tank. There's a very cool speedrun trick to get an armor part here, but it's insanely difficult. I've never done it before. I usually go the normal way to get the armor part. But pretty much you use this weapon and you want to try to catch that little ledge, and if you do it, you can just jump up there and get the armor early, but the jump is insanely difficult to make, especially since the stage is shaking all the time. I'll try it a couple times. It'd be amazing if I got it for the first time on stream, but I don't know. Don't want to use up the weapon too much, because, well, I mean, to be honest, I don't need it for Will Gator, even though it is his weakness, but I fought him plenty of times without it. Yeah, it's insanely difficult, but it can be done. Whoa! Whoa! Wow! Wow! I was only kidding! Woo! Wow, that is... wow! Wow! I am... woo! Oh, man, I'm trying not to scream right now, because it's like 11 at night. Woo! Wow! Wow! I'm so glad we got that on stream. That is now recorded. My first time getting that jump. Woo! Wow, and I haven't played this game in a while, too! Alright! Wow! Woo! Alright, so... getting a little composure. The arm cannon upgrade allows you to shoot a double shot. It not only lets you do a double shot, but like the first Mega Man X game, it lets you charge up all your special weapons. So, in this case, Wire Sponges was that whole grapple thing you just saw, and Flame Stack is this cool air dash, which we'll use once or twice, but we'll get an actual air dash later, which is a million times better, or at least I think so, because it doesn't use up a weapon's energy slot or anything. I'm just still freaking out that we got this. That is amazing. Alright. So, the rest of this should go pretty smooth, hopefully. That was amazing. Alright. Now, there's a heart tank coming up that we can use, now that we actually got the, arm upgrade, which, like I said, never done this before. You could use, Flame Stack's air dash to get that, but... there is an extremely riskier but insanely fun trick to do. Alright, so pretty much we want to get hit by this guy's arrows and then use the invincibility frames to jump on the spikes. It's crazy. But hopefully I still have the timing down. Oop! Ah! It's alright if you mistime it because you respawn right there. Hopefully I don't screw up too many times, but even if we get a game over, we're not gonna lose the arm upgrade. Yeah! There we go. Alright. Second try for that one isn't too bad. Alright. Oops. Alright. Alright, that door right there is where you would fight an X-Hunter. But like I said, we're not gonna do that. Alright. If I can time this jump right, you can kinda jump over this. Though you kinda need an air dash. But I guess we can use flame stacks for that. Yeah, we don't have to fight him. They do a lot of damage. Alright, so... And now we're on to Wheelgator. I know this is oil, but like, everybody thought it was blood at like some point. Alright, so pretty much he just hides in the water and then jumps out at you, tries to bite you. If he does bite you, he does a pretty decent amount of damage. But I mean, it's not too crazy. So you pretty much want to wait for these sort of saw blades to come out. They'll try to jump at you. He also has this drill move. The most annoying thing about it is that anywhere he pierces on the wall is gonna hurt you later. Which is pretty dumb, but I mean... And he's down. I'm sorry, but I still am just pretty flabbergasted that I got this arm upgrade. If anybody wants to know how difficult that is, you can look it up. There's a bunch of speedrunners that struggle to get that. So very happy I got that move. Next we'll be heading to Overdrive Ostrich's stage. Usually I have to go to Overdrive Ostrich's stage, get his upgrade with Wheelgator's weapon, and then go back to Wheelgator's stage to get the arm cannon. But we don't have to do that this time. Alright, so Wheelgator's weapon lets you do stuff like this. You can break through certain walls and stuff. This one doesn't have anything too much except for the X-Hunter fight, which would be right here. Ooh, extra life. Nice. Alright, so the coolest part about this stage is that you get to ride a sweet motorcycle. Alright, hopefully, missed it. We want to take the motorcycle over to the next section, so you can get the heart piece without dying, or at least we can hopefully get it without dying. Sometimes you can get it and then die. You'll see what I mean in a second, because we'll hopefully get it in this next shot. Yeah, the jump is weird. So, it depends on how many times you shoot. Like, it affects the lag or something, and that's why we can't get the jump all the time. So try not to shoot this time. Yeah, and there we go, we made it. Okay, so we gotta be careful on this next part, and slowly turn just perfectly so we don't kill ourselves. I'm trying to do this without dying, but might happen. Yep. That's usually what happens unless you turn perfectly, and then you won't get impaled. But it's okay, because we spawn literally right here. And here is the next upgrade, and one of the most fun ones. This is where we get the air dash. The air dash is insanely fun. Okay, so here's the next trick. When you have the okay, yeah, you see it's an air dash, but when you have the arm cannon upgrade and the leg upgrade, you can do this thing called the neon jump, which is basically a double jump. So what you want to do is you want to shoot the first one, and then while you have the second one, you have to do this. I'm doing it wrong, but you need to like press dash and shoot at the same time to, yeah, double jump. Kind of like that. That is going to help us severely in a later section to get a really special move. Alright, and here we are at the boss. So, X blows up this rocket. And now we're taken to the overdrive ostrich fight in the desert. This dude isn't too much of a problem, especially with the air dash, because you can just do that. And you don't have to like time a jump or anything. If you get him off screen, he'll just like try and jump on top of you. Yeah, his jumps are annoying. He seems to be doing it a lot this time. Usually, when he screams like that, he runs at you. It's either going to be the run or the jump, whichever he decides to do. You got the Sonic Slicers, which are kind of annoying to dodge. And he's down. Alright, so, I'm trying to remember who I usually go to next. I want to say Bubble Crab. Bubble Crab has a really funny exploit that we can do that just makes him look like a total punk. Fun fact, this song was so good that, in a Whale McDuff stage from Megaman X5, they literally just used this theme again. Like, he doesn't have his own theme, it's just Bubble Crab's song. Here we have this giant fish security robot. We don't really have to worry about him too much. There's a secret area here that looks like it doesn't have to do anything, but we'll come back later and it holds a pretty cool secret. But we'll do that later. Ooh. Alright, so the next trick is coming up. Alright, so right here, there's an E-tank up above us, and usually what you need to do is you need to get Bubble Crab's weapon by beating him, and then come back to the stage, and then do a special jump with his weapon. But, if we use a glitch in the game, we can jump super high, and sometimes it takes me a couple tries. Oof, yeah. But, you see what we're trying to do. I'm just not landing it correctly. Ooh, almost had it. Yeah, I usually get this in like 2 or 3 tries, but I guess I got the arm upgrade, so had to be a couple tries somewhere. So now you want to do is just pretty much jump on the water here. Don't ask me how it's possible. But, yeah, then we get the E-Tank. Pretty cool trick. Alright. Ooh, almost fell there. Oh, I just realized, we forgot a heart container at the beginning of the stage. So, I'll have to come back and get that, because I don't want to backtrack. But, it won't take us too long to get. Nah. I'll just take the hits. I used to be able to, like, go through here without getting a hit. But that's okay. We got full health in the end. So, the exploit to Bubble Crab is that Bubble Crab has this shield that he puts up around him that you have to wait for him to turn off. But if you jump over him, he does this thing where he jumps and tries to hit you above him. So all you have to do is just keep jumping above him, and then he's just going to keep doing that. And then you've pretty much got him in a pattern. He doesn't do any of his other moves, which are actually quite annoying. But we don't have to go through all that, because he just is going to keep jumping. He's going to keep dropping the shield, and keep trying to hit us. If I let him do his moves, he'll summon like these like smaller crabs and these bubbles and stuff. Oops. Yeah, that's definitely Rusty, because we pretty much had him there, but I was a little too sloppy. But that's okay. Still making really good progress. Alright, so let's do this again. I would just show you his moves, but I really don't feel like dealing with him right now, so we're just gonna make fun of him instead. Pretty much all you gotta do is just like stay above him. Like you go above him once and he'll do the jump. Oh, and there he goes. Still pretty sloppy, but at least I didn't die. Alright, I haven't even shown like most of the special weapons yet. Most of them get at least a moment or two to be used. Okay, so next we're gonna go to Morph Moth, I think. Actually, we should have gone to Crystal Snail, but that's okay. That's okay. Oh, that's right. So there's 2 ways to get the heart tank that is at the beginning of the stage. You can either use Crystal Snail's weapon to sort of make because it encapsulates enemies, and then you can jump on them. So you can either do that, or you can use this the neon jump trick. And since we have the arm parts now, we can do that. So that's what I'm gonna do. So pretty much, you can't make it there normally. So we're gonna have to neon jump there. timed it wrong. Ah. I gotta remember how to time it. There we go. So you can see how it's used there. The next armor part is insanely well hidden. I don't know how people were expected to find this without looking it up. But yeah, it's here. You're just supposed to use Will Gator's weapon everywhere, I guess. I'm aiming it wrong. Alright. There we go. So this is the Giga Armor. It halves your damage, just like the first body armor in the first X game. But what happens is, if you get hit a certain amount of times, this bar fills up, and you can do this screen-clearing explosion. Unfortunately, it's not as powerful as it looks on bosses, so it doesn't really get used like ever. But, I mean, hey, it's there. It looks cool. But, its main use is the, half damage. Oops. Alright, so here we have our first mini-boss encounter. At least I think it's our first. I don't remember if I blazed through another one or not. But yeah. This is a junk golem. I mean, I just call it that. I don't know if it has like an official name or not. And pretty much, you just want to hit this thing with a, yeah, if you miss, it goes back, and then you have to kill the golem again and wait for the mosquito to fly out of it. But if you hit, usually the mosquito takes a couple hits, but if you hit it with speed burner, it just dies in one hit. So, yep, there we go. There's one more of these. Oop. There's an X-Hunter fight over there, but we're not doing that, so. Oops. Yeah, if these things jump on you, they do one of two things. They either make you jump and shoot wildly, or they make you jump wildly. One of the two. Alright, and here's the second junk golem. There we go. Alright, cool. So now we've got, I think, like one more section to get through, and then we have Morph Moth. Morph Moth was one of my favorite fights. I remember one time I almost did it no damage until he did a cheap shot the last second. So frustrated. But this fight is fun. So you might be thinking, what the heck is this right now? This is Morph Moth's larval state. He's this little, like, I don't even know what you call that. This move is so much fun to dodge. Alright. So pretty much you just want to keep hitting him. He's not too difficult. But he does do a decent amount of damage if you get hit by him. But eventually he's gonna drop, go all the way up, and then he's gonna, well, morph into his moth form. That was kind of terrible, but yeah, you see what I mean. Now he's a nice little butterfly. Nice little killer butterfly. Really, what you want to watch out for is the sparkles. They do like way too much damage for being sparkles. He had that beam you saw him try to shoot earlier. It pinpoints your location unless you're behind him. Then he can't hit you. So I guess it's not really worth explaining, seeing as he's dead. Alright, so before I forget, let me go back and get the bubble crab heart container, because I completely forgot about it earlier. Alright, so just pass through the fish. And you want to jump right here. Oops. You gotta make this jump. And there it is. Okay. So now we got that. I'm trying to remember if I forgot anything from any other stages. I don't think I did. So, yeah, next I usually go to Crystal Snail, so. We're gonna get the last armor part here. Oh, this one has a really crazy heart container to get. It's pretty risky because if you mess up, you die. So, you know, that's fun. Alright, so you want to dash jump with the armor and then jump out of the armor at the perfect time. Ah! I was off by a pixel. Alright, so let's try it again. Oop! See, I'm pressing the button at the wrong time. See, we're gonna get it. Sometimes it takes me. Sometimes on a bad day, I have to take a game over or two before I can get it. I don't know why I keep jumping out of it. Okay, let me use the D-pad. And I didn't press up. Oh, genius. Okay. Really, messing up some of the other tricks is worth it for that arm cannon trick. All right, just trying to get my. Oops! Ah! Did not hold it long enough. Apparently, I got a whole lot of lives earlier. But, game overs aren't too bad in this game. I don't know why I keep jumping out of the armor. It's because I'm thinking too hard about it. There we go. See? As soon as I just went on instinct, I was fine. Fortunately, they have this thing so you can make it back. I don't know how anyone was expected to, like, find that ever, but I don't know. Ask Capcom. How many lives do we have? Oh, that was my last try. Alright. Well, watch out for these things. They will easily crush you. And crushing is instant death in this game, so you know. Cool. This stage has a lot of lag, as you can see. Just can't handle all this stuff. There's a trick here that, if you use Speedburner's weapon in a certain speed, you can bypass the mini-boss. I'm gonna see if I can get it. Probably not, but we'll see. Yeah, nah. So we gotta sit here and fight it. Yeah, that trick is, probably, like, I would say the second hardest to do in the game, other than the arm one I was just talking about. Yeah, dodging this can get kinda crazy. Contrary to belief, it is possible to do it without getting hit. I just got hit. And wait for that to fall over. And you wouldn't expect this, but this is where the next armor part is, in what looks like a bottomless pit. Alright, so our final, the final armor piece is pretty useless. I can't lie. Here's what it does. It tells you where to get secret items. So, oh wow, there's a secret wall there. Cool. That is all it does. So, I mean, I guess it's cool if you want to hunt for secrets and stuff, but if you already know where everything is in this game, it's useless. But hey, we have the whole second armor now, and it looks pretty neat. Whoop. Almost screwed up there. Alright, so... Oops. We'll move, Ugh. Alright, so... Don't want to get crushed. Bats are so annoying in video games. Don't know how that's like a common trend. One last thing tries to crush you, and it's on to Crystal Snail. Now, Crystal Snail had a pattern that took me forever to learn how to dodge. You just pretty much have to stand in a certain spot, and you'll be fine. But hopefully it doesn't freeze me too much. Yeah, that. Okay, you don't have to stand there. Now that I'm remembering, you have to make this jump. So I'm remembering as time goes on, but it tries to ram you. Okay, that's what you have to do. Yeah, you gotta make that jump. Now I'm remembering. Later, he's gonna have this whole time freezing move, which is kind of annoying to deal with, but it's not too bad. Ooh, kind of hesitate on that one. Oops. Yeah, I used to have dodging it down, but I guess I don't anymore. Or maybe I do. I don't know. But he'll do that time slow move eventually. It'd be kind of funny if he didn't, but he's probably gonna do it like now. Yeah, here it is. Oh, a funny thing that, I don't know if I can show it now, because I don't remember if I have the weapon, but we can knock him out of his shell. I'm trying to remember, which weapon we do it with, or if I even have the weapon. Yeah, I think it's with Magnus Centipede's weapon, which is the next boss. So, yeah, I don't think we could do it here, but it is hilarious. So, maybe I'll show it in the refights. Oops, I used the bubble weapon, but it'd be kind of funny to kill him with bubbles. So, here we go. And he's been killed by bubbles. I guess it makes sense because they are robots, but I mean, it's bubbles. Alright, one Maverick left. Magnus Centipede. Love the music in this stage. Love the music in this entire game, but this one's a favorite. So this stage has these security cameras, and apparently you can dodge every single one of them. But I think I only did it like once before. There's also these blocks that try to crush you, but before we do that, you have to go and leave this place because there is a I think there's a heart tank up here, and you have to get it by doing that. It's really simple, but like not a lot of people would think to do that, so they're just kind of stuck as to how to get there. You usually use like the air dash or Speedburner's weapon with the air dash to get it, but you don't have to do that. You gotta be careful because if any of these crush you, it's instant death. That one tries to surprise you. The purple ones are the only ones you can destroy if you haven't like caught on to that yet. Alright, let's see. So right here there's another there's the last sub tank, but we can't get that unless you use Speedburner's weapon. So you want air dash and then dash again, and there we go. Oops. And here we have this giant sword, but it's not. It's an insane pushover if you know what to do. Pretty much want to charge it. I'm trying to do it right. You want to charge it in such a way where it's like right next to him, and he just takes like maximum damage. I'm not doing it right because he should have died in like one hit, but oh well. There we go. One of the things this game likes to do a lot is showcase that the Super Nintendo was capable of like all these like cool Matrix 3D graphics type of things. Here we have these security cameras and this stage that like slowly falls on you. It blocks off your entryway to X Hunter if you're not fast enough, right there. Also, we don't want this thing to scan us like it just did because it makes the mini boss right here just a little bit stronger. But he's not too difficult, even if he's fully powered up. Alright, there we go. It would have been slightly shorter if I didn't get caught earlier, but oh well. Here's the last section. Oops! Somehow I completely forgot about that because there's one that tries to push you off at the last second, and I thought that was like the only one. But we're right back, so we'll be fine. I'm just gonna take my time a little bit here. Okay, that's the one I was talking about. That one is a troll or like a beginner killer for sure. Alright, now Magnus Centipede is annoying because he has this tail, and if the tail grabs you, he sort of drains your energy, makes you super slow, you can't dash, and you can't use charge shots. So we're just going to use his weakness and get rid of that tail entirely, because it is a pain in the neck. I mean, other than that, other than him using the tail, if he doesn't catch you with the tail, he's not too hard. But I didn't even want to deal with that, so... Oops. And here I am, just being totally sloppy with the fight for some reason. Oops. Alright, I'm gonna use a sub-tank for this one. We're gonna refill these later, because they all need to be full for a certain section later. And plus, they're a nice backup. Alright, so because it's probably not gonna get, like, any use later, I want to use the Giga attack. So we gotta be sure to land this right. Yeah. I just wanted to get that because we're probably never gonna use it again. And I wanted to at least show it. Alright, so it's only been an hour, and we're already through the 8 Mavericks already. Alright, so pretty much Dr. Kane is telling us that the X-Hunters stole the last part they needed for Zero, which we had, and they took them to their base. So now we gotta go after them. Hang on. Alright, I'm back. I hope you guys like the password music. Hope it wasn't too irritating. Now, we're about to get to the final stages, but before that, we want to go back and make sure we have everything, and now I get to show you the secret room in Bubble Crab stage. So just to be sure, we have all the heart tanks, we have all the sub tanks, and all the armor parts, which is what we're gonna need later. So, oops. Let me show off Sonic Slicer a little bit, because it's a really great weapon. I haven't showed off any of the weapons, really. But yeah, it bounces all over the place. It's really fun to use. Probably the best weapon in the game, I think. Alright, so what you want to do is you want to use the Silk Shot and charge it in here. And it gives you all this health. And you can do it as many times as you want. And you can fill all of your sub-tanks within seconds. So pretty much when we stop hearing a sound effect, all of them are full. Alright, so yeah, so these ones are just worthless, but it's really fun to just pick them up. There's another room somewhere in the game, I don't remember where, that does the same thing but with energy, but we don't need that. And as you can see, all the sub-tanks are full now. So, let's go to the last stages. The last stages are kinda tense. They're definitely made to kill you. Especially the second one. The second one is... whew, second one's crazy. But this first one isn't too terrible. I think there's an extra life over there. I'm gonna try to get it. Oops. Alright, yeah, there we go. Oops. Alright, so these guys come back for quite a couple of sections. You might remember them from the intro stage. And if you mess up the timing, you get crushed to death. So, you know, don't do that. Oops! Yeah, like that. Don't do that. We can just sort of go... Oops! Messed up the jump. You're supposed to do this. Oops. You can jump over these. I do it all the time, but like I said, pretty rusty right now. Alright, here's the last one. This one's a pain. Alright, because usually what happens is you get hit by him accidentally and you get crushed. Alright, so this next dude is the big tough guy of the X-Hunters, but his weakness is bubbles, which is kind of hilarious. Yeah, this dude, his weakness is bubbles. I forget his name, but we'll see it after I murder him. Unless I screw up, which would be kind of funny, which might happen. I don't know. Yeah, it's pretty much a battle of attrition here. And I don't really have the health to do that, so... I'd rather take the life than use the sub-tank, because we'll need them for later. Alright, so let's try this again. You pretty much just activate bubbles, and then just hit him with bubbles to the face until he dies. Yep, there he is, killed by bubbles. Violin, that was his name. We have Violin, Agile, and Surges. Yeah, we would have had, if we had actually found them in the stages and fought them, we would have had to do these fights twice. Granted, the second fights, which take place here, would have been a little harder than the first ones. But, still, we would have had to fight them twice, and we get no zero fight. Alright, so, here's the second stage I was talking about. This one is... there's instant death everywhere in this stage. So... And to top it off, it has what I think to be the hardest boss in the game. Yeah, even harder than the final boss. Fortunately, he's extremely easy once you know how to deal with him. But if you're trying to do it like Buster only, or if you're trying to do it like without the weakness or something, if you don't know what it is, he's a really hard fight. Alright, so here's what I was talking about. I did a Buster only run of this game, or at least like pretty much. This was the stage where I pretty much stopped because of the boss and just of how difficult it was. But doing these jumps without an air dash is insanely scary. It's insanely scary with the air dash, but without it, it's just even worse. Because if we touch those spikes, we die. So, alright, just gonna. Oof. Yeah. Scary. Alright. Gotta time it here, and alright, we're good. So now we wait for the next one to show up. Shows up eventually. There it is. Okay, so pretty much what you want to do is just stand on top of it and just tank the hits. Here's something funny. If you don't have the half armor, there's more knockback. So that entire part, if you get hit by the flames, you just fall and then die. So it's a lot harder without the armor. Here's where you want to use the speed burner dash, because that gets you across that way easier. Here's another fun way to get rid of this very annoying and pretty strong enemy. Just use Magnet Mine. And there he goes. Alright, so this next boss's weakness is, he has two weaknesses, because he has, two sort of states. Yeah, okay. So you want to use Silk Shot first. Because he is this giant wall. Yeah, if you do the first Surges fight, he fights you more man-to-man in some sort of like hovercraft type of thing. But yeah, he's got this giant wall here. Trying not to fall in the spikes. And then what you want to do is he has this really annoying shot right here, but you just want to stand in the perfect spot where it barely hits you, and then just use the Sonic Slicer. So I think I'm in the right spot, but I'm not hitting him. Eesh, I'm getting hit. Okay, I'm gonna use the sub-tank here just because I have 0 lives and I don't want to game over. So we'll just go back and we'll fill it before we go to the next stage, because the next stage is when you need it. Yeah, there's a spot where you can stand where you pretty much like don't get hit by these at all. But I'm trying to remember where that is. Ooh! Yeah, almost died there. But there he goes. Whatever the prophecy is, I don't know. But it doesn't matter because he's dead. So. Something funny is that if you shoot him, if you shoot the last shot in the air and then fall, you'll just land on the spikes, but you'll be totally fine. It kind of looks funny. Alright, so let's go refill that sub tank again before we go to the next stage, because it has to be full in order for us to get the most secret item in the game. Might as well go get the extra life. Just to get it. I don't remember if there's a spot to grind for lives like there is in the first Mega Man X, but grinding is kind of boring anyway. Sorry we gotta see the stage again, because we're gonna have to go back to it one more time later, but alright, there we go. Okay, now we are ready. I'm just sort of double checking in my mind to make sure I didn't forget anything. Like a heart container. We got bubble crabs, we got overdrive ostriches, we got wire sponges, morph moths, we got flame stags, we got magnet centipedes, we got crystal snails, and we got yeah, we got wheel gators. Okay. Just wanted to be sure I had all of them. But yeah, we do. So, the reason we need those sub-tanks is because you have to be at full health in order to get something. So I guess I didn't have to fill that other one, but who knows, I might need it later. Since I haven't been using the special weapons, let's give him some use. Pretty much, just I think I have to charge it to get it through here, but yeah, sort of annoying. Almost had it. Yeah, I don't know how you're expected to get that, but I wonder if this will tell you. Nope, still pretty useless. Whatever, it's fine. I don't want to spend like an eternity getting this extra life, so let's keep on going. This section is pretty annoying, unless you have the neon jump, because then we don't need that platform at all. Yeah, so usually you have to use this platform, but if you okay, didn't intend to do that. Oops. That's all I can say to that. You know what? I think I want to get a game over real quick, just so I can have more lives for this next part. Cause we'll start at the same stage, and that was the beginning anyway. So. Ooh. Alright, I don't need to use these, but alright. So, let's just take this one up here, just because it'll be a little easier, and I won't screw up with the spikes like last time. So, you can either neon jump to get up here, or I think you can use oh, never mind. You don't have to do either of those. Alright, here's the section. That jump is pretty much impossible to make unless you use Crystal Snail's weapon right here. This is what I was talking about. You can freeze enemies and then like jump on them. Use them as like some nice platforms. There's two ways to get to this last secret in the game. And I want to see if I can still remember the normal way to do it, because I figured out a way where you pretty much takes no effort to oh, oops, I gotta have this bat spawn. Have the bat come, you shoot it. Shot the wrong place though. Alright, then you jump up here. Oops. And cool, we get extra life, that's nice. Alright, so then there's this jump, which is pretty crazy. Gah! I messed it up. I kind of want to do it just to show how difficult it is and how crazy this jump that we're gonna do is, but I don't want to spend too much time on it. We get the extra life, so we pretty much get infinite tries to do it. It's I think you can make it with the air dash. I don't remember. Yeah, you can. Okay. Whew. I think I want to use speed burner here though, because I think that's gonna get me through without hitting the spikes. Ah, nope. I do have to jump. But you see how much trouble we're having already, and there's still another section. Let's get the bat back. Let's freeze him. Oh wait, I think I can freeze the bat here to use as a platform, but it's too late now. Alright. Yeah, I'll just use the invincibility. Okay, so right here, you're supposed to do this crazy air dash, and then use the speed burner to do a different air dash in the other direction. It's pretty difficult to do. But yeah, so pretty much after that, you're supposed to be at full health, and then you drop down, and there is a super secret capsule that holds the ultimate weapon in the game. But what we're gonna do instead, now that you've seen how difficult it is to get there, that jump is crazy. We don't have to do any of that. Oops. That was just dumb. But I guess I'm just kind of attracted to spikes or something, I don't know. We can really get hit by this guy as many times as we want because we have the sub tank. As long as we have the sub tank and we're at like full health, we'll be fine. Okay, yeah, so we're not falling into spikes this time. Thank you. Okay, so need to be at full health here. Yeah, don't want to screw that up. It'd be kind of embarrassing. Alright, kill this thing so it doesn't get in your way. And the capsule is right up there. And thankfully, thanks to neon jumping, we can just get right on up there and skip the entire challenge. Just so you know. the life that we saw earlier at the end of the challenge should be right up here. Yep. Yeah, then you just drop down. And if anybody is familiar with the first Mega Man X game, oh yeah, Dr. Light gives you some praise. So if anybody is familiar with the first Mega Man X game, they know that you can get the Hadouken from Street Fighter that immediately, instantly kills every enemy. And maybe I'll play Mega Man X on a later stream because I'm pretty good at that game too, or at least I would think. But in this game, we get the second most popular Street Fighter move. We get the Shoryuken. This is done the same way it is in Street Fighter. It's trust me, it's a million times easier to do with a D-pad than analog stick. But yeah, this instant kills anything, but you have to be at full health to use it. So that's the caveat. Oops. Alright, so I want to be at full health for this next one because the boss is really annoying, and I've literally only used the Shoryuken on him, and I've never really fought him normally, which is kind of hilarious. So hopefully I should get it. If not, we'll kind of be in trouble. Oops. Wow! A second too late. Alright, let's try that again. Hopefully we don't screw it up this time. There we go. Yep, one hit kills. Really, really awesome move. Yep, there we are. Just stand on spikes. Totally fine. Alright, so I would fill up my sub-tanks before this next level, but it's not the final level, so we'll just see what happens. This is the boss rush level that anybody who's played the Mega Man game should be familiar with. You gotta go through and fight all the Mavericks all over again. Alright, so I'm gonna try and shore the Shoryuken a couple of times. Hopefully I can. Ooh, missed. Missed again. Ah, dang, I got hit. Oh well. We'll just have to do it normally. I'm gonna use the weaknesses because we didn't use those throughout we didn't use the weapons throughout the entire game. So Flame Sags is bubbles because duh. So it shoots bubbles in that sort of stream thing, and like I showed earlier, you got this bubble shield if you charge it. It doesn't stop, so you can just do this. Alright, so there's a couple of health upgrades up there. Hopefully it'll be enough to get me back to full so I can try another Shoryuken. Not quite. Oh well. Alright, so this next one is Wheel Gator, and his weakness is the Strike Chain. Don't know why it's a Strike Chain, but it is. I guess it was one of those weaknesses where they just had to use it in there, even if it didn't really make sense. There is a loop you can get him into, but the timing is pretty weird. Yeah, you can't just mash it. There's a certain particular timing to it. Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about. He hit that section earlier, and so it hurts when you cling to it on the wall. It's weird, but tried to get a second hit. Gotta be careful, don't want him to catch me. Okay, it's honestly faster if we don't use the weakness, because he keeps going back in the water. With him out of the water, I can actually do more damage faster. It would have been really fast if I could have got the timing right, but I didn't. But that's okay. Okay, took a lot more damage there than I wanted. I think I'm gonna use the sub tank just because I want to get a Shoryuken on someone else, just to show how cool it looks. Let's see. Here's Overdrive Ostrich. It'd be cool if I can land it on him, so... Ooh, missed. There we go! Yep, nice clean one-shot. Extremely fun, insanely satisfying to land. Alright, let's see if I can get on Magna Centipede. Ooh, okay, that was close. Ooh, almost. Almost had him. There we go. Alright, here's Bubble Crab, except there's spikes this time. But you can still use the same exploit. But let's see if I need it. Ah, dang. Looks like I will. Unless... Let's see. Ah, I got hit again. Oh well. His weakness is the, I think it's Spinning Wheel? I think that's the name of the move. The S stands for something. Okay, you have to, one of the things that's annoying about it is that you have to wait for the other one to disappear before you can shoot another. Ooh, almost won the spikes there. That wouldn't have been too good. Alright, took a ton of damage there. Didn't really try, just wanted to show the weakness. Alright, so gonna use this again. Oops. Alright, so 2 more Mavericks left. Alright, so I want to show the weakness for Wire Sponge just because it's hilarious and unique. Alright, so his weakness is the best weapon in the game. So that's cool. Because it just bounces everywhere. It's really fun to aim with. It's really fast. It's just a really good weapon overall. Alright, so you want it. Alright, so watch this. And he just splits in half. It's so much fun. You don't really get to see that. You don't see that ever again in the X series, but you do get to see it in Megaman 0. Whenever you kill enemies with the saber, they get sliced in half. That is a game I would really love to play on stream because I do love the Mega Man 0 series. It'd be really fun to go through that, through the recent Legacy collection that came out. Beat that again, but that'll be for another time because I've been doing a lot of Mega Man. Alright, let's see if we can get one last Shoryuken. Now, for Morph Moth, it's a little bit special. You have to get a double Shoryuken. Ah, that's kind of cheap. But oh well. At least we got the first one. So, it's not totally in vain. And there goes Morph Moth. Well, it looks like we did it. We beat all the Mavericks and everything. Wait a minute. I think we forgot one actually. Okay. I had this whole sort of like speech, but oops, we forgot one. Alright, now I get to show you what happens when you knock Crystal Snail out of his shell. You could just torment the poor guy. Alright, so he gets knocked out, and you can just bounce his shell around, and he'll like desperately try to get back in. I might accidentally screw up because I'm like jumping around everywhere, and I don't have any sub-tanks. But it's still pretty hilarious that you can just torment him like that. So let's try to get a Shoryuken on him, and if we can't do that, then we'll just bounce his shell around again. Alright, I think I'm gonna have to avoid the first attack, but I'm not sure. Depends on if he goes back to the shell or not. I actually have an idea. Let's knock him out first. Switch back. Oh, the weapon disappeared. Oops. Okay. So now that he's out, oops. Let's try hitting him with it now. Ooh, he was in the shell. Ah, he keeps hiding. Ah, he made me wait forever. Alright, oh well. This just means we get to mess around with him. Yeah, nah, you don't get the shell. Sorry. Yeah, it's pretty fun to do. Okay, that was the last Maverick. So, I don't know, he doesn't make any sort of big reveal or anything, it's just through a voice text, but apparently Sigma survived Mega Man X1. Wow, that's amazing. I mean, for the time, it was pretty interesting to see that Sigma lived, but Sigma, spoiler alert, I guess, Sigma is the main villain for literally every Mega Man X game except for Mega Man X8, in which they finally changed it up a little bit. Even then, he was like the penultimate bad guy. So, yeah, even when we play later X games, and they're like, oh, Sigma's not involved at all, it's totally Sigma. It's always Sigma. If they ever do make it X9, it's been so long since the last one, they'll probably be forced to make Sigma the bad guy again. But it'd be pretty courageous of Capcom if they made X9 to not have Sigma be the main villain. I'd be very surprised. I mean, I'd be fine if he was the villain either way, if he was or wasn't, just as long as the game was good. Alright, so we're going back here one last time to get the sub-tank filled back up. Alright, so this will be our last time here, and then after that, we'll be at the final stage. And then we'll be done with the game. Ooh, I'm at 0 lives, so I think I'm gonna jump in a pit in the next stage, just to get a couple more lives, because I might need it. I don't know. So to those who are really attentive, you might be thinking this is just back the Centipede stage, and it is, but I mean it has the final boss in it. So, I don't know, take with that what you will. I think the plot is that it's like a computer base, and it's the same computer base that Mac the Centipede was in. I don't know why Sigma chose here to do his stuff, but whatever. Yeah, I can pretty much dodge everyone but that last one. Have no idea how to dodge it. Gotta deal with the crushing blocks again. Alright, and after this jump, here we are. The final battle. And this is why we didn't get Zero's parts, because Sigma shows up with a whole rebuilt Zero that we have to fight. This is the first fight between X and Zero, but it's definitely not the last. We'll have quite a few more. The most popular one being X5 with that amazing X vs. Zero theme. But the theme that we're about to hear is Zero's theme in Marvel vs. Capcom 3. So, that's some neat trivia. Alright, this fight is just pure fun. Nah, I gotta remember to dash there. But yeah, Zero blocks your attacks and all kinds of stuff. He does a lot of damage if he hits you with his saber, so that's why I'm in the air all the time. Uh-oh. Some of the sub-tanks. I didn't really want to use the sub-tank for this fight because I wanted to save it for Sigma, who we have to fight immediately after. But that's okay. So we beat Zero, and now he's back to his senses, and also resurrected. So I guess we get a win-win there. But, yeah, this won't be the last time Zero dies. He dies a couple times and then comes back. The most famous of which being when he dies at the end of X5, and then in X6 he shows back up with no reason and then says, "I hid myself and repaired myself." When in the previous game he was literally half of a robot. It's hilarious. Alright, so he opens his path for us, and it's on to the final battle. Alright, hopefully we only have to do this one time. Here we fight Neo Sigma, or as I like to call him, Wolverine Sigma. As you'll see in a second. Sorry, I kind of skipped the text here. I had to hold the charge. Yeah, now you can see why I like to call him that. Funny enough, his weakness is the Sonic Slicer, even though his claws slice things. I don't understand. Oh, also, another bit of trivia, this is also Sigma's theme in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. So, Marvel vs. Capcom really likes X2. Ooh. Dang, we're gonna have to use the sub-tank again. Didn't want to, but, I mean... Like I said, I'm kinda rusty. And there we go. Alright. And here we face the final boss of the game, Sigma's final form. A giant holographic head. This is actually the Sigma virus, which shows up in a couple of other X games, most notably X5. But yeah, he spits a bunch of enemies, shoots some lasers. If you're lucky, the enemies drop some health sometimes. which is nice. Like I said, it happens if you're lucky. There we go. Now, I think you can Shoryuken the Sigma virus, but if he moves in a certain way, he doesn't get instantly killed by it, which is kind of annoying. But yeah, this is the whole pattern. The fight takes a little bit of time, but let's try to hit him. Yeah, see? He moved out of the way, so he didn't take the entire thing. Oh, cool! I guess the fight isn't gonna take a while. Pretty much, Sigma's just like, oh, you haven't seen the last of me. I'll be stronger the next time. Which is what he says every time. And there we go. I finished in about an hour and 50 minutes, which is, I think my best time on this game was an hour and 20. But, I haven't actually ran this game in like a couple of months. Actually, I think the last time was last year. And I got that arm trick. So I'm really happy about this overall. Now, most speedrunners can do it in like 45 minutes, like somewhere around 30. Not that good yet, as you can see, but I'll get there. X and Zero just look at a sunset together, I guess. Alright, so, the next time I do a solo stream like this, I promise it'll be Castlevania. I know I said I was gonna do that last time, but I really just wanted to, play this game. Like I said, I think the first time I played this was on the first time I played this, was when I was learning emulation. And it was on a really old laptop, and I played it with a keyboard, which I could not do nowadays, but back then it was all I had, and I loved it, and beat it a couple times, but I've beaten this game way more times than I can count nowadays. But yeah, so just wanted to play a game I really love. Alright, so, that is pretty much it. Yeah. So we get this cool credits theme. It's really nice. We get, pretty much the Mavericks names, enemy names, and then, you know, programmers and stuff. But, yeah. That's it. That's the entire game. So, let me know in the comments or on our Instagram if you want to see me play more Mega Man X games, or maybe some different games, I don't know. I believe I have Sonic Forces, so I could play that and talk about how much I don't like it. that might be fun. But yeah, so yeah, like, comment, subscribe, all the normal YouTube stuff. Yeah, so check out King James next tomorrow, I believe, where he's gonna play Ghost of Tsushima. a game I've been trying to get myself actually. So it'll be fun to see it played. So come on by and check that out. So yeah, this is pretty fun. I'm pretty much gonna close out here. Credits don't really have anything special. There's no and wait, actually, I believe there's an end credits thing, but it's just Sigma being like, "Lol, I'm not dead." Lol, lol. Yeah. So, nothing too special. So, oh yeah, we do have an Instagram. I think I mentioned it earlier, just to be sure, but yeah. So go give it a follow. It should be in the description. Trying to get our names out there. So yeah, I think I accidentally sat through the entire credits, but let's see. Yeah, I accidentally sat through the entire credits. Yeah, that's the game. There's nothing else here. So, cool. This was fun. It might be like the middle of the night right now, but it was a pretty fun stream. So, thanks for watching. We will, I'll see you for Ghost of Tsushima, tomorrow. Alright.